Hi friends, this is Dainty Tang. Thank you for joining me. Welcome back to Butterfly Soup 2. This is part like 3 or 4 in the series. Apologies that I don't know. You know why? It's been a hot minute. I missed you. And you're like, Dainty, where have you been? I've been looking for your videos. And the answer is, I had a major life event, which we talked about before, and then I got desperately ill. Like, horrendously ill. The entirety of Trans Awareness Week was, and the Day of Remembrance, which is very important to me and something I very much schedule around, completely wiped off my schedule because I couldn't even be here. So, apologies, everyone. Thank you for understanding that sometimes you get sick. I had to hold off on recording until I could actually talk and laugh without coughing up a lung. So, welcome back. I can now laugh without coughing up a lung, so let's see how long this lasts, and I will try my best. Thank you for caring, thank you for being here. Let's get back into Butterfly Soup 2. So, where we left off, we had this whole I kissed a girl moment with Diya in the car, which was hilarious and so relatable. And then there was the successful bouquet delivered via the secret admirer to Akarsha. A whole bouquet. The team pitched the heck in, and the Frenchman is pumped about it. So let's see how this goes. Load! Oh my god, it's been so long. So yeah, Diya goes outside. Hello! Speak and you shall arrive. I also have Pixel in my lap, so that's why there's cat purring every now and then. Yo! Ready to blow everyone out of the water with our amazing group presentation? Oh yeah, about dolphins. Oh, and Diya couldn't sleep too. All of the jumping jacks. Oh. No. Diya nervously strides off, forcing Akarsha to jog to keep up with her. Hey, hold your horses. Slow down. Some of us have average length legs. Yummo. Miss Long Legs? Or should I say Daddy Long Legs? You said you'd stop hitting on her. Don't call me that. You're so cold to me, bro. I'm dying here. Oh, Diya's not having it. Why would you die? Why would you die if you can't call me Daddy Long Legs, weirdo? So dark and cloudy today. I think it's gonna rain. Hey, Diya? What do you think? Question mark, question mark, question mark? I wish real life had captions like on TV. No clue what anyone's ever saying to me. Oh yeah, 'cause she's deaf in one ear. Bye. I forgot about that. What? What do you think happens? Oh wait, sorry, I forgot about your ear. Akarsha switches to Diya's other side so she can hear. Yeah, so she can hear her over the sound of traffic. What do you think happens to a Teletubby when its screen gets destroyed? This is exactly why I couldn't play this game until I was all the way better. It's because I knew I was going to start cracking up and then I was going to have a hard time breathing. Oh my goodness. Because the Teletubby screen's in the middle. Oh my goodness. Nothing, it dies. Why? Okay. If it cracks, let's think about this. But it says destroyed. And if that's the only thing like holding in their stuff, then yeah, it dies. It'd probably be punching it in the heart or something. Damn, that's dark. You asked. I don't know. Screens are so fragile though. If it's that important, you'd think the Teletubbies would have evolved a ribcage over it or something to protect it. But they can't. They couldn't see what's on the screens if they were covered. Dia's got a point. Must be like why our eyes don't have bones over them, even though they're delicate. We wouldn't be able to see. Whoa, you might be onto something. Deep Teletubby talk. You should be a scientist. A Teletubby scientist. I doubt the world really needs Teletubby scientists. Oh, rain. As Diya and Akarsha arrive at school, Diya feels something cold and wet drop on her shoulder. It's raining! I'm getting inside. Akarsha scurries off as the rain picks up. Soon, torrents of water are pelting the ground. Still need to get my things from my locker. Go to class. Locker. Noelle is hunched over in front of their shared locker and frowning at its contents. Good morning. You need to remove our books from the locker, or they'll get soaked in the rain. Oh no. Won't the roof overhang block it? No, look at it. The wind's blowing the rain inward. Yeah, we're even getting damp standing here right now. Diya takes a mini travel umbrella from her backpack and opens it. Diya diligently holds it over the two of them. Noelle holds her daily water bottle out to her without looking. Oh yeah, just water bottle. I forgot about the water bottle. Also, can you open this water bottle? Take the water bottle. Diya holds the umbrella with one hand and grabs the water bottle with the other. Don't have enough hands to open it. Diya carefully balances the water bottle top of Noelle's head as she continues pulling her library books from her locker. Why, Diya? Is that the solution? Just boop. Diya grips the bottle's cap with her index and thumb while pressing the bottle down on Noelle's head with the rest of her hand. She manages to twitch. That's some athletic talent there. I know Diya is like pure athleticism distilled, but like, oh my goodness. One-handed on top of a head. She manages to twist it open without spilling any of the water. Hey, I'm pretty proud of myself for pulling that off. She closes the cap and gives it back to Noelle as she slots the last of her novels into her book bag. Thank you. I finished rescuing all our water-sensitive items. It's your turn. Diya peers into her and Noelle's shared locker. Get your school stuff. Oh, Noelle's lunchbox. Out of curiosity, Diya checks what Noelle has for lunch day. Rice porridge. Noelle really likes this. I shouldn't eat it. I don't have much of an appetite today anyway. Deeper in the lunchbox, there's a Ziploc bag of neatly peeled apple slices. Thoughtful of your mom to do that. Do what? Peel the apple and slice it. Most people just eat them whole. I guess she has to show me she loves me somehow. Since she lacks the emotional maturity to communicate it through words, she's left to express it through actions. Woohoo! She's right. Noelle's got that number. Thank you for having the understanding to understand the failures and lack of capabilities of your parental figure. Very, very apt of you, Noelle. Love that. Funny, that sounds like someone else I know. Are you insinuating I'm the same as her? Maybe. I wish I could deny it. Aww. Does your mother do that thing too? Where after you have an argument, instead of apologizing, she just silently leaves you a plate of fruit to eat? Oh, I thought that was just my mom who did that. This be an immigrant mother thing. This is rosin for string instruments. The first time Noelle showed it to me, I tried to eat it. Why do you have this anyway? You only play a piano. It's the same kind of car she uses. She plays the cello in her orchestra class. Whenever she drops and cracks the one she's using, she leaves it in her locker, and I secretly replace it with an identical copy. You're secretly fixing Akarsha's rosin? How do you get it in her locker? I figured out her locker combination. Yeah, of course you did, Noelle. Can't she tell it's a new rosin? No. I always scratch up the top and make it look worn, so it looks identical to the one she dropped. Why are you doing this? Also, that's really sweet, but really creepy, and really sweet. You got it bad. This is the third one. Oh! By now she's convinced her rosin has self-healing abilities. Noel goes to such lengths just to mess with the Karsha sometimes. I don't really know what to make of it. Uh-huh. Diya slips her bags, books, and binders into her backpack. Oh. Valentine's Day card. It's the Valentine's Day card Min made for me this year. Every time I see it, I feel happy. Please show it to me. Please show it to me. You still haven't taken that home? I'm paranoid my parents will find it if I do. Min said a lot of stuff in it. Even if she were a boy, I don't think they'd be okay with it. I see. Guess I have to move it out of the locker, where it'll get soaked and wrinkly, though. Diya carefully slips it into her binder's inside pocket. Speaking of Valentine's Day, how's Akarsha's investigation of her secret admirer going? Awful. And by that, I mean wonderful. She's utterly lost. Her list of suspects includes a random guy in our history class, a sophomore she's never uttered a word to before, and even the lunch lady who once gave her 2 slices of pizza that were stuck together instead of one. Okay, that is an extra special lunch lady. The extra pizza would be important. Wow. We really can keep this up every Valentine's Day without her realizing it's us. Yes, as long as we don't accidentally let it slip at some point. Okay. I'm ready to head to class when you are. Wish I could just go home and go to bed. Class. Diya loves the sound of rain when she's indoors, especially the drum of water on metal. I love it too. It's a good sound. Unfortunately, today she's consumed with dread over her presentation that she's totally unable to enjoy it. Her next few hours pass in sleep-deprived haze. Diya's stomach churns with dread as she finally walks into her biology class. It's here! The period of doom! Min. To her surprise, she finds Min leaning against her desk, waiting for her. Oh, yes, Min! Please be the amazing, amazing girlfriend! Yes! They friend? I don't remember exactly if Min was non-binary or not. I think I was using they them for them, and then the actual game itself still was using she her. So I think it's a little bit confusing that, or I'm confusing myself. Why are you here? You're about to do your presentation, right? I thought I'd swing by and try to pump you up for it. Yeah. Oh, thanks. How do you feel? I'm so nervous, my stomach hurts. I even forgot to eat my gummy vitamins this morning. Each day, Diya looks forward to eating 2 gummy vitamins. I love the epicness of Diya's life. Every day, I get 2 gummy vitamins. I'm not gonna say anything, I like gummies too. I have gummy melatonin for sleep and then gummy vitamins for mornings. Gummy anything is better. Only partake in certain gummies if you're legally able to. Safety. Min gives her hand a reassuring squeeze. It'll be okay. You're gonna kill it. Don't worry. You're so cute. There's no way the teacher can give you a bad grade. If the teacher really graded like that, he'd be in jail. You'd hope. Well, if I were in charge, I'd give you an A. Anything I can do to help? Can I have a hug? And a kiss? Yeah, of course. Won't people see though? It's an emergency. Min's face lights up, and she eagerly envelops Diya in a tight, warm hug. Aww, you guys are cute. Min pulls her in for a kiss, but Diya rears back when she smells cigarette smoke on their breath. Oh! Because Diya's so tall, when she doesn't want Min to kiss her, all she has to do is stand up straight. Can't reach me now. Yuck. Were you smoking again? Huh? Yeah. You should stop. It's bad for you. Don't you ever see a DARE presentation in elementary school? DARE. Oh my goodness. I hated DARE. DARE was such a bad program. And it's still a bad program. Like, having cops in schools is bad. Like, literally, my school got a DARE, and then the cop just taught us all of the drugs, all of the street names for the drugs, how to do a gang. Not kidding you. How to do a gang. And so suddenly, there was a drug problem with the school. And suddenly, there was a gang that started up at the school. How did this happen? Maybe you kind of gave them the playbook and taught it in school. Not a consideration. But yeah, no, don't smoke. Smoking sucks, dude. It's not cool. It's not fun. It's just killing your lungs for corporate greed. Fuck capitalism. Don't smoke. They came to my class and it was so scary. I pledged not to do drugs or peer pressure ever. Oh dear. Yeah, you would be the target audience. You don't think it looks badass? No, it doesn't. No. Dare to resist drugs and violence. How'd you even start doing it? Back in Florida, I mostly hung out with a group of guys who smoked. I mean, that makes sense. Florida, like, alligators are smoking, so it's fine. And we'd set things on fire and do other dangerous stuff. Yeah, that also checks out. Florida. And you wouldn't know, like, unless you grew up in the South, and you wouldn't know how just, like, redonk everything is down there. Like, it sounds like it's made up. But when you're talking to other people who grew up in the South, you're just like, oh yeah, and then I tackled an alligator and it's fine. And I won, obviously. It's fine, I'm here. Stuff like that. I'm really glad she's over here with me now. I mean, I'm glad for that for many reasons. Those guys aren't here anymore, so I keep doing it. It's a pain to get the cigarettes in the first place, and stores won't sell them to people under 18. So it feels like a waste not to use them. And I thought, make me look hot. No. You look hot when your hair's all messed up from kissing me. Diya's got a point there. Not when your mouth tastes bad, and I can't even kiss you. Noelle scowls as she sits down at her desk. You're seriously still smoking? You need to get your life in order. I don't need to hear it from you two. I don't even do it that often. Aren't you going to be tardy for your class? The bell's going to ring in about a minute. Ah, shit, better run. Go. I'll live. Probably. Tell me how it goes later. Aw. Min's so supportive. But don't smoke. It's kind of crap. It's a lot of crap. Fuck capitalism. Do you think she made it? I couldn't care less. Min is so cool. I hope she smokes. No, I hope she stops smoking. Ugh. I can words. They say people don't change, but I hope that's not true. I think to kiss you, Diya, Min would give up smoking. I think this is much more of a just, well, I don't want to let go of my contraband. I want to use the contraband type of deal. It's too sad if it is. As another group starts presenting at the front of the class, Diya wipes her clammy hands on her hoodie. We're gonna get called up any minute now! Diya, please try not to panic. When you're not speaking, you can hide behind me if you have to. Just don't bolt off. Okay. Can I hide behind you too? No! No fair. How come Diya gets to, but not you, me? There's no reason for you to. We'll look like we're doing some dances where everyone's standing behind one person and waving their arms. And you better not do that horrendous British accent. Why not? It'll be a hit. No more like a hit on our grade. Accents aren't a proper example of divergent evolution. But we need stuff to spice our presentation up. It's drier than the Sahara Desert. So, this is a biology project, not a circus performance. Before Noelle can press Akarsha any further, the first group finishes their presentation to scattered applause. Yay. Alright, it's our turn. Come on, Diya, let's do this. Diya feels like she's having an out-of-body experience as she follows Noelle and Akarsha to the front of the class. As Noelle brings up her PowerPoint on her computer, Diya hides behind her and nervously looks out at the class sitting before them. I should have worn clothes that blended in with the classroom better so no one could see me. Like beige colored. Should have thought of that earlier. It's over. It's curtains for me. Hello everyone. We've been tasked with reviewing the patterns of macroevolution. The audience begins to nod off as soon as Noelle flicks to a slide with an essay crammed into a 10-point font. Let's begin with the obvious question. What is macroevolution? To understand this, we must first consider. By the time Noelle is done droning through her last tome on the slide, half the class is asleep. Akarsha shakes her head and sighs as she clips to her first slide. It opens with an illustration of a finch's head. So, divergent evolution. An explosion sound effect plays over 5 more finches with different beak shapes blast on the screen, jolting their classmates back awake. Darwin's finches. Adaptive radiation? Radiation! Not radiation, adaptive. It's adaptive evolution, not radiation. Oh my goodness. But she's got the stuff. Like, Akarsha definitely is, correct, but oh my god, that word art font. And of course it's a rainbow. It's when populations from a common ancestor adapt to different pressures and become more different over time. Do you say more different? Just like how your average New Yorker talks like this. Different over here. Oh my goodness. She just switched it from a British accent to a New York one. Oh well, maybe the teacher will think it's funny. Noelle isn't. You can let this slide, Noelle. Just hold it in until after the presentation's over. Actually, accents don't count as divergent evolution. New Yorkers aren't another species from us. They're not so different, they can't produce fertile offspring with other humans. But if they keep things up at this rate, that might change. Think about it. Would you reproduce with someone who talks like this? You guys are in California. This is so bad. What? I don't see how that's relevant. Just admit your example is invalid already. Oh yeah? Akarsha clicks the mouse. A stock photo of Gravestone appears on the slide with a pinwheel transition. What if that was your tombstone? What then? Did you add this to the PowerPoint just to use as a comeback? The class giggles as Akarsha clowns through her slides, but Diya's stomach churns as they stare at the front of the room with renewed interest. I don't want to be here. I wish I could time travel to 30 minutes from now. And with that, I pass things over to my buddy Diya. When Diya doesn't move from her hiding spot behind Noelle steps to the side, exposing her to the audience view. Diya takes a deep, shaky breath before quickly rattling off the speech she's mentally rehearsed hundreds of times over the past 24 hours. Convergent evolution is an independent evolution of similar traits in species that are only distinctly related. For example, giant pandas have 6 fingers, and their thumbs are opposable like primates' thumbs. These similar features are called analogous structures. After barreling through the slide in a matter of seconds, Diya quickly flips to the next one, her hands shaking with nerves. Another example of convergent evolution are birds and bats. Birds and bats are 2 groups that evolved flight independently. She manages to zoom through the rest of her presentation in a minute flat. After their class gives them a tepid round of applause, well, that happened. Diya follows Mel and the Kersha back to their seat. At least that's over with. It's over! I'm free! I love you, Diya. I don't blame you. See? That wasn't so bad, was it? Actually, it was. It was that bad. Think I'll be quiet for the rest of the day to recover from that. And I don't doubt you will be. After school. To Diya's relief, the weather clams up. The water clams up. The weather clears up just in time for the baseball club meeting. Sakura goes up to bat, and Diya readies herself to catch Min's next pitch. Besides Min's signature knuckler, the only pitch she knows is a fastball. It's pretty mediocre compared to her knuckleball, so she rarely uses it except during practice like this. Min hurls one of those fastballs to Sakura. Sakura flinches as she gets drilled on the shoulder by the baseball. Ow! Shit! Oops! You okay over there? Yeah, I'm good. I don't think that broke anything. Walk it off. At least, if this were a game, you get head over to first base as a consolation prize. Wait, so getting hit is like a free pass to first base? Oh, don't tell Akarsha this. Oh, don't tell Akarsha this. It's not free, it hurts. Sakura walks off, rubbing her shoulder. Akarsha eagerly takes her place on the plate. Oh, here we go. Min throws her a pitch her way, but instead of swinging it back, Akarsha purposely leans in towards the ball. It narrowly misses her, and Diya manages to recover from her surprise in time to catch it. The fuck's wrong with you? I'm becoming a hit-by-pitch specialist. Really? No. I was about to say, you guys told the wrong person about getting a walk. If I can manage getting beamed as much as possible, it'll guarantee I can always make it to first base. Why would you want to do that instead of just hitting the ball? Hitting the ball is so fun. Hit me. Oh, hold on. Hit me. I know you want to. I know you wanna. Stop making this weird. Can't you have the weirdest relationship between you two? And I love it so much. Homophobic hate crime? What? The B in LGBT stands for baseball. Just saying. Yeah, well, I think the B is for bitch. Having lost her patience, Min beans Akarsha on purpose. Owie! Liz is just sitting there like, If you keep this up, the B in LGBT is gonna stand for broken bones. Krissa. The rim shot. After practice, Diya slings a big equipment bag over each of her shoulders and hauls them to the locker room. I'm being so helpful. I hope someone notices how many bags I'm carrying. Wow, Diya, you're carrying 2 bags at once. Thank you for helping. Aw, thank you, Krissa and Liz. You are totally the parent figures of this whole thing and the only people keeping it together, and I appreciate you so much. Diya happily heads up the hill with a spring in her step. Say, Diya, do you watch The Bachelor? Bewildered, Diya shakes her head. What is that? A show? I don't watch TV except sports, Animal Planet, and the Discovery Channel. So when people talk about movies and shows, I usually don't know any of them. Oh, my love. You should try it. We need more people to talk about it with. Okay. The Bachelor is not gonna be up Diya's style. My mom and I started watching it this season, and we're obsessed. What's it about? Basically, 30 women try to date the same guy at the same time. Yep. Each week, the guy eliminates some of them, until finally, he proposes to the last one standing. My mom would definitely never watch that with me. She'd be so scandalized. Your mom likes watching shows like this? Yeah, she's the one who got into it first. She spread it to us like a virus, now we're infected too. The way you put that makes it sound like a zombie apocalypse. Wish I had something like that with my parents. I feel like I have nothing in common with them. They don't try to get you into things they like? Not really. For instance, I initially got into baseball because my dad is, well... Alright, there's no nice way to put this. My dad's really weird. There definitely could have been a nicer way to put that, but that's okay, you're allowed to say that. Whenever he drives, he makes us listen to radio broadcasts of Mariners games. Okay. The Mariners? You're not even from Seattle. Ichiro is an incredible player, though. But he's a weirdo. The guy only decided to stay in Seattle because his dog told him to. So, I would stay in Seattle if my dog told me to, too. Diya's got a point. He does grow on you. They're all such strange little guys. I think that's just your Stockholm Syndrome talking. Who knows? Maybe it is. As for my mom, her thing is Madonna CDs. I can sing every word of True Blue since kindergarten. Isn't the first song about a teenage girl not wanting to get an abortion? I didn't say I understood every word. Maybe listening to all that Madonna did something to you as a little kid. Excuse me? What was that? I take it back. I take it back. I have no clue what kind of music my mom likes. All I know are which songs she hates on the radio. Aww. And she doesn't know what kind of music I like either. Or my favorite movie, or my favorite color, or anything like that. I understand. I get it. I've known her my whole life, and we still don't even know the basic facts about each other. And that happens. Like, you gotta remember that parents are people too. And even though, like, you are their child, that does not mean that you are going to be connected to them. You might not have anything in common. In fact, you might be a personality complete mismatch with your parents. That's okay too. Like, it's a thing. You're okay. You're allowed not to be friends or connected to your parents, which is hard to talk about, but like, it's very connected and experiential for anybody who's LGBT, and anybody who's part of that of our community really has to kind of really think about like the concept of found family. I say that a lot. I've talked about found family a lot because it's important to me. Because for me, I cut off my parents for good reasons. So found family is so essential for yourself to be you with others who actually care about you enough to know what your favorite color is, what your favorite thing is, what your favorite pizza topping is. Once you find those people, hold on. That's so sad. I want to have a good relationship with my parents too. And that's valid. There's this concept of, and I keep talking off, but it's important. There's the concept of wanting and mourning the relationship you don't have with your parents. And that's something that's important to note too, is that you're allowed to wish to have had the connection that your peers might have with their parents. And that's okay. Like, it's valid to want to have that and to mourn not having that. It just is a thing to understand. Diya listens to her teammates chat as she changes out of her baseball uniform. Kya! Don't look at my hairy legs! Why not? I have hairy legs. I like my hairy legs. I haven't shaved for like 2 days. I haven't shaved for a year. And that's good. It's okay to be hairy. You don't have to shave if you don't want to, but you're valid to shave. But not 2 days. 2 days isn't gonna be anything. It'll be like stubble. You shave that often? I just do it when it starts looking gnarly. Your hair's not all coarse and gross like mine. I have to do it like every other day or I start looking like a gorilla. Girls are supposed to shave? Oh, Diya, you don't have to. Ah! I've always wondered why no one's leg hair is really obvious except for mine. That must be the secret. Good thing I'm wearing long pants to cover up my legs. Suddenly self-conscious, Diya inspects her arm hair. Even my arm hair is pretty obvious. My hair's just really thick and dark. Same. I have very thick hair. Very large, like dark, thick hair. I used to shave, especially like for sports and everything. But honestly, it's just it's patriarchy. You don't need it. You don't need to shave if you don't want to. You can shave if it makes you feel good. But honestly, for me, it was not that. I wanted to just like be me. And it was so much better because like my hair actually started getting like less thick and less like sharp by growing out and actually being a little bit more natural. It was able to tone down a bit. Though even hair on my fingers, is that normal? Yes, hair on your fingers is normal. Maybe everyone's secretly judging me when they see it. No, they aren't. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they think. After the club meeting, Diya gets into her mom's car with renewed determination. How was your day at school? Okay. Did your presentation go well? Think so? Just glad it's over. When I grow up, I'm going to find a job where I never have to talk to people. Diya's mom smiles knowingly and shakes her head. I'm the same way. I'm embarrassed of my accent, and it makes phone calls so scary. Talking to workers in stores makes me so nervous too. Me too. I wish we could write questions on a piece of paper, and they have to write their answers back. Yes, it'd be the best if we could slip the paper through an opening in the wall, so they don't even know what you look like. Wow, I'm enjoying talking to my mom. I guess it's only natural that we have some things in common. I forget that sometimes. She used to do long-distance running in India, and she always encouraged me to play sports because it was good for my health. Maybe I could ask her about something else that's been bothering me. Emboldened by her success, Diya speaks up as they sat at the red light. Can you get razors next time you go shopping? Razors? What for? To shave. My leg hair is really long. Diya's heart sinks as her mom wrinkles her nose with distaste. You're allowed to do it however you want. It's your body. Don't do it. Shaving will make your hair grow back thicker and darker. That doesn't sound true. I'm pretty sure that's a myth. No, it's true. Shaving is a bad idea. But all the other girls at school are doing it. That's because it's Christian culture. Our family doesn't follow those rules. Why do you want to shave so bad anyway? Are you trying to show yourself off to boys? No. You're too young. Who is it for? Do you have a boyfriend? No. Are you sure? Look at me. Good thing I can actually answer this question, honestly. Oh, the LGBT win. I'm just not lying. It's just facts by omission. I'm not lying. I don't have a boyfriend. Mom scrutinizes Diya's face for a moment before turning away, seemingly satisfied. Good. Because you need to focus on school. The right time to date is in college. That's when you'll be able to find a nice boy who meets all of the requirements. Requirements? What requirements? You know, just the regular ones. Someone who's Hindu like us, doesn't smoke, and has high income. Yeah, I definitely can't tell her about Min. Well, if I wanted to date someone different, like a non-Indian person? No, a white person won't understand our culture. Plus, whites do drugs and don't know how to save money. Oh, jeez. Just remember, no BMWs, no black, Muslims, or whites. Oh, holy shit. Oh, no. That's so racist. I don't even know what she's thinking, what she thinks of Korean people. Well, they weren't technically on the list. No. Jeez. No BMWs. Wow. What you want is unrealistic. How can you immigrate to a country where we're less than 1% of the population, and then expect me to marry the way you did in India? That's not unrealistic. My friend Hamaji's daughter did it. You're not any less pretty or smart than she is. You can find a way too. It's not that easy. I can't control who I fall in love with. If I fall in love with someone who doesn't match your criteria, I'm not going to turn them away just for you. I'm so proud of you for that statement. I am so proud of you, Diya. No, that's not right. If you marry a waste fellow, what will other people think? Why does it matter what other people think? Yes. My opinion should be the most important one. Yes! No, this is bigger than just you. You have to consider how it affects everyone, like your parents. No. If you marry a white man, everyone If you marry a white man, everyone will think you're a self-hating Indian, and your parents didn't raise you with correct values. Oh. It already looks bad enough that we let you quit Karnak music because you want to play baseball. So you're asking me to give up my whole life in exchange for 10 seconds of approval from some aunties? I had to marry within my parents' requirements too. That is generational trauma. You are sticking generational trauma in Diya's face. That's totally a thing, unfortunately. Like, having to break that generational cycle trauma sucks. It sucks. And it's happening in, like, these latest generations, millennial, Gen Z, having to break down these just traumas that's been handed down. And it's hard. It's hard. Having had to do that, it's hard. And it's also something that you have to continuously try to do because it's instilled directly, and sadly enough. Just because you put up with some mistreatment from them doesn't mean I should put up with the same thing from you. Mistreatment? I turned out perfectly fine. How could that be mistreatment? Trauma. I don't think you turned out fine at all. Yeah, but you can't say that one. Your way of thinking about this, that's the way of thinking from Christian countries. Indians aren't like that. They're not so selfish. Well, this isn't India. I'm American. What? You think you're white? It doesn't matter what you are. You're still Indian. You have to honor your culture. Why do I need to follow the rules of a country I've never lived in before? As long as you're under our roof, you will. This is an Indian household. Could it be that my mom thinks people don't change because she doesn't change? Like her opinions are frozen in time from 20 years ago when she left India. And they never shifted to match the world around her. They're just stuck. They spend the rest of the drive in stony silence. Alright. We're going to stop that here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for also being patient with me while I was out sick and doom. I have more games coming up soon. I have games that I have backlogged, and I have several people that I wanted to feature on this that I haven't gotten to do much for yet. So thank you, everybody, for showing up, for hanging out, for knowing and understanding that I'm still recovering. With that, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye!